Sister Wives is back on TLC for its 19th season, but not all viewers feel happy about its return. In fact, many are expressing annoyance with the episodes online. Some have even insisted the show is now on life support. Sister Wives fans don't love the new season. This season, fans notice new episodes are largely center confessionals. There seems to be less and less time spent with the family in their homes. The alleged staged confrontation between Kody and Robyn seems to have been the longest scene filmed outside of confessionals. Online fans expressed their disappointment. On top of that, Mykelti Brown Padron is really getting under everyone's skin. Sick of Mykelti and production, one annoyed Sister Wives user shared on Reddit this week. All of the recent episodes have been related to her pregnancy and so on. I get so relieved whenever the few scenes that aren't about her come on. Why are we seeing the other kids as much? Why was this footage made in 2020 and just now coming out? I second the Gabe spin-off idea because Sister Wives is on life support right now. Several Sister Wives viewers on Reddit quickly corrected the OP and pointed out that footage in season 19 is from 2022. But even so, many agreed the content was getting pretty stale. Most miss hearing about the kids, who are all adults now and living their own lives. None of the kids want to be involved with the show anymore, another Redditor pointed out. Most are only doing it as favors to their moms. Aka Gabe's scene, Maddie's scene, none of them get paid to be on the show. Fans list their grievances with season 19. Fans are finding season 19 disappointing for a wide variety of reasons. However, it's worth mentioning that the production team edited out footage of Garrison. He passed away in March 2024. Meaning they had recorded him throughout 2022 and 2023. That's a significant amount of footage to edit and piece back together for an episode in a limited amount of time, meaning quality likely suffered. Other Redditors shared their viewers on the season, including, "I'm sure it's filler due to having to heavily edit out Garrison. I have a feeling there was more discussion around their falling out, and that would have been production central story. I agree it's getting annoying, but I think the producers are trying to push the storyline that she's the one child who is the go-between with the parents. Also, I am sure most of her siblings do not want to be on the show anymore. Amen. TLC must be some cheapskates, they sure love trying to get milk from a turnip. I'm just pissed I wasted time 5 episodes in and for what? Some old footage and badly filmed home shots. Watching Robyn put on matching gloves and hat to reenact a supposed fight they don't film in the house. What do you think about Sister Wives season 19 so far? Are you enjoying it, or have you also grown tired of the excessive drama? Leave your own thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Mykelti Brown breastfed Janelle's baby. Sister Wives star, Mykelti Brown admitted to having breastfed one of her Sister Wives babies, yet it was unclear which one she assisted. Now, the truth has been revealed, and it makes a lot of sense that it would be second wife, Janelle Brown. So how was this discovered? Mykelti Brown breastfed Janelle's baby. On the Sunday, October 13th episode of Sister Wives, Mykelti Brown Padron showed off her twins to her father, Kody Brown. As she was doing so, they were discussing her placenta, and then chatter about breastfeeding began. A rumor came up regarding women in the church breastfeeding each other's babies, and that led the mothers to feel the need to debunk this. The OG3 had children around the same time for many years, especially Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley. Christine was the first to say that was false, with Janelle saying she struggled to produce enough for her own 6. Robyn Brown noted she had heard this rumor about the women in the church doing this, yet she never said she had participated in the act. To be fair, she was only in a plural family for the last 2 pregnancies. Finally, Mykelti Brown explained that she had breastfed one of her sister wife's babies. However, it was an emergency, and she seemed happy to help. Mykelti didn't disclose which wife or child she assisted, but fans quickly realized it was Janelle and Maddie Brown. They then added that they did not understand why Janelle and Christine were so peeved by the whole breastfeeding each other's babies conversation. So, did other followers agree with this detective work? No shade, just love. Many Sister Wives fans felt that Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley were not peeved out by breastfeeding. They were repulsed by the rumor that women sat in a circle handing their babies around to be nursed. It was this idea that made them uncomfortable, not that they would easily help out their sister wife in an emergency, which is what Mykelti Brown stepped in and did. One follower broke it down perfectly. It came across that way, but I didn't get the feeling it was meant that way. The whole topic was because Tony asked about as a cultural thing that all lactating moms were available and often handed off. Christine called BS on that specifically. Christine didn't nurse anyone's baby because she didn't have to. But if one of the babies needed and she was already nursing, she would have done exactly what Mary did. They then noted how Maddie was born when Mary was nursing Leanne, so it makes perfect sense. However, Janelle would have jumped in and helped if it was a worst-case scenario like Mary did. At the end of the day, that was the benefit of the wives having kids at the same time. They were available for a crisis, and regardless of what happened between Janelle and Mary, the latter stepped up, and that is loyalty. Are you surprised it was Mary and Janelle, or did you expect that? More so, are you shocked Mary and Maddie have such a strained relationship despite this bonding moment? Let us know your thoughts and watch Sister Wives Sundays on TLC. Robyn Brown's pity party pushes fans off deep end. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown had a pity party for herself on Sunday, October 13th. It was too much for viewers to take and it pushed them off of the deep end. So what was so wrong with what she said and did during her dramatic moment? Robyn Brown's pity party pushes fans off deep end. One thing Sister Wives fans can count on, and Robyn Brown will inevitably cry. Gabe Brown called her out and said she had a victim complex, which viewers have been saying for many seasons. Unfortunately, they have grown tired of her always having a pity party weekly. She was devastated when her sister wives began to leave because she had dreams. Robyn had always hoped they would grow old together and sit on the porch in their rocking chairs, watching their grandchildren. She has cried repeatedly about the life that has gotten away. Now, it is the holidays, and for many years, all of the children and wives would gather. They would have these lavish and large Thanksgiving meals and Christmases. It was over the top, but now, even Mary Brown does not even want to celebrate with Kody and Robyn. She has her release from the church, so she is done. This prompted Robyn to do a confessional in her closet, crying about how she missed what she used to have and how she had to put on a happy face for her children. Fans were irked by this scene, not just because all Robyn Brown does is cry, but because she helped push everyone away. More so, all she did was talk about how she was suffering, what she lost, and how it affected her. A Reddit thread was soon started to discuss what went down with the OP saying this. She did this to the family with that attitude and behavior. She wanted the other wives and family to settle for scraps in order to give her and her kids the perfect life. Robyn's downfall. Many Sister Wives fans wanted it to be known Robyn Brown did this to herself. Furthermore, other members of the family were suffering in pain just as much. However, she made it all about herself and was extremely self-centered. It's insane that she set up a camera to film herself cry about her Christmas. She began all her statements with "I." How can she be sad over the loss of a family she claims never respected her or welcomed her and her kids? She's crying that the kids she doesn't like and wouldn't let their fathers see, their mothers who she looked down on and talked their father out of seeing, are not coming to her place to eat. Though Robyn was trying to have her heartfelt confessional, it fell flat, and many fans just laughed at her expense. She likely will never change her ways, so hopefully, she will realize the family worked just fine until it all came crumbling down. Kody Brown wasted years married to wrong person. During Sister Wives, fans are hearing Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown's thoughts about their former marriage as they continue to finalize their divorces. But Kody Brown admits he wasted years married to the wrong person, which triggers backlash. Kody Brown avoids the issues. During the last season of Sister Wives, Kody Brown talked about how if there were issues in a marriage, it was great to have many wives to help water down the problems. When he was having trouble with Mary Brown early on, he knew it was time to add a new wife into the mix. Then, as they started to fight and he couldn't find peace with just those two, he added another, and so on. However, his process of sweeping the arguments under the rug led to 3 wives terminating their marriage. Undeniably, Kody was fed up with Christine by the time she chose to leave. Likewise, he had strung Mary Brown along for years without pulling the plug. However, he somewhat acted like he would like Janelle Brown to stick around. But Kody has one loyal wife still standing by his side, Robyn Brown. In the latest episode, Kody gets hit between the eyes after avoiding text messages to discuss one of his relationships. Mary forces the issue of divorce. Although Kody Brown seems to get pretty fired up that his kids won't call him back or return his texts, he doesn't find it as important to treat his wives with equal respect. Both Janelle and Mary Brown spoke about having a difficult time getting Kody to respond to their requests. When Mary didn't hear back from Kody regarding her release from the AUB, she moved forward without him. She said, "I was granted what is called in our church a release, which is basically the equivalent of a divorce. But he was terribly hurt by the words that the church chose to use to describe him. He said he wouldn't disclose them." However, Mary mentions that she knew Kody wouldn't like they declared one reason for the divorce as abandonment. With the release, they are no longer bound to each other after 33 years of marriage. Kody Brown's bond is cut. Robyn Brown gave Kody Brown advice to hold on to the spiritual bond with Mary, knowing that God had a plan to work it out. However, Kody regrets waiting so long to end it, while Robyn says that Kody is beside himself with the emotions of splitting. Additionally, he talks about wishing he had not wasted his time with his marriage to Mary. Likewise, he says he moved on a long time ago, but was afraid to rip the band-aid off. For instance, his fear was based on what Mary would do to him since she was never loyal to him ever. Admittedly, he knew his reputation would be trashed if he got divorced. Kody finally tells Mary he wasted years in a marriage with her. Since the bond of eternal marriage was cut, his tongue was free to lash out at Mary with all the vinegar that had brewed up inside. Kody Brown wasted years married to wrong person. Looking ahead to next week, Kody Brown is finally voicing his disdain for Mary Brown. Now that he has the divorce, he is ready to confront her. As he drives up to her home, he says, "You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person." Furthermore, he had bottled up the truth to avoid what Mary would do to him. However, even trying to dissuade her from spoiling his reputation, she took decisive action and dissolved their empty marriage. But Mary also wasted her time thinking they could repair their spiritual connection. When the preview for next week's episode shows Kody talking about her being the wrong person, she retorts, "What sucks is marrying the wrong person and not having the decency to tell her until 32 years later." And even more bitterly, Kody declares, "I wish I wouldn't have ever married her." While he simmers in his hate, he doesn't account for what it would mean if he had never married her. Their child, Leon, wouldn't exist. Likewise, Mary has previously pointed out that his soulmate Robyn was only 10 or 12 years old when she and Kody were walking down the aisle. His decision to dodge problems created more. Some fans remember that Mary Brown was tempted to stray from Kody Brown when a catfish, Sam Cooper, gave her the attention she was missing. Seemingly, Kody is saying that Robyn pushed him to stay longer in the marriage than he ever intended. Kody said, "Robyn felt that if I waited on God, that things could change for mine and Mary's relationship." Likewise, he stated, "And that was advice that I took and I waited. As time went on, I realized that it was never really going to work." Both Kody and Mary have stated in the past that they wanted the right to tell their story and are now spilling the tea. In the upcoming episode, Kody and Mary will sit down face to face and hash out why they wasted each other's time for so many years. Gabe Brown demanded accountability from Kody. During the Sunday, October 13th episode of Sister Wives, Gabe Brown revealed he demanded accountability from his father. He and Kody Brown have had a tumultuous relationship since the pandemic, but Gabe has always tried. Gabe has also been one of the few kids to tell his father how it is and not sugarcoat anything. That has been hard for his dad and could have squashed any chances of reconciliation. Gabe Brown demanded accountability from Kody growing up. Gabe Brown was very close to Kody Brown. There was a whole montage of them being best buddies, but Kody has made it clear that once his kids hit 18, they are on their own. That is not completely true, as he still coddles Robyn Brown's 3 eldest. Things really fell apart during the pandemic, and Kody was very picky when it came to who he chose to spend his time with. He felt Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley's homes were unsafe and called their children disobedient. However, Robyn Brown and her kids were very loyal to Kody, so that prompted him to stay with her. Many of the Brown children believed that the pandemic was just an excuse for Kody to be with Robyn full-time, and he ran with it. Gabe was very hurt by his dad during a pivotal episode that broke many hearts. Kody had COVID and he called Gabe, knowing he had been through it. Gabe offered the advice that he could and they hung up, but what Kody forgot was that it was also his son's birthday. He called back later to send birthday wishes, but that broke Gabe and things have really never been the same. As Gabe Brown was spending time with his mother, he shared how he and his father could mend fences. According to People, it was all on Kody. I told Dad that if he doesn't change and he can't take accountability, then I just won't ever see him again. And I'm perfectly okay with that. This came after Kody and Gabe had tried to speak, but it was very uncomfortable. Kody kept trying to get his son to apologize to him. Not happening. The conversations which Kody Brown shared he had tried to reach out to Gabe were very basic. Gabe Brown detailed that they started like this. It was like strange because he was like, "Hey, I miss you." And then he kept phrasing it like I owed him an apology. That was not going to happen, so Gabe took matters into his own hands. He let his father know how they could have a real and meaningful relationship. Eventually, I was just like, "Hey, unless you're actually ready to have a relationship and fix things, then we're not going to talk anymore." He came back a couple of days later and texted me. He's like, "Hey, I've been thinking about what you've been saying. I forgive you, please forgive me." I was like, "Forgive me for what? What's going on here?" It was then that Gabe decided he was perfectly fine with not having his dad in his life anymore. Could things get back to normal, and would he be willing to work it out with his father? In Gabe's mind, it was all on Kody to truly make it right, and an act of God. Janelle and Christine Brown hope Kody can mend fences. Sister Wives stars Janelle and Christine Brown are happily living their own lives since leaving Kody. However, not everything is so wonderful. The women admit they hate seeing their children have poor relationships with Kody. On screen, the family patriarch even admitted one child called him an **** Cole and said they never wanted to speak to him again. Is there any room to rebuild these broken bonds? Janelle and Christine Brown want their children to be friendly with their father. As season 19 continues, Christine and Janelle Brown sat down with Extra to discuss the family dynamic. More than anything, the women admitted they feel ready to move on with the next chapter of their lives. They wish Kody luck with his next adventure, but wish he would make amends with his children. I wish he had a relationship with his kids. I'm heartbroken for him because his kids are some of the best people that I know. His children are phenomenal people, and I love having them in my life, Christine sadly shared in the interview. They're really the glue that is the family, right? I feel like we're sort of in orbit around these kids, Janelle chimed in. Christine went on to say she thinks that she and Janelle are the problem. Kody won't mend fences with his children because he's still angry with their mothers. I've told my kids, look, when your dad calls, you need to pick it up and you need to talk to him because he's a person and he is your dad. You've got to respect that, Christine continued. There's such a burnt bridge. I think it could be reconciled, but it would take a lot of work. And I really feel like the burden of that work sits with Kody, Janelle added. The Sister Wives stars share an unbreakable bond. Christine and Janelle may no longer be sister wives, but they're together by Mykelti Brown is giddy about her siblings feuding with Kody. Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown hasn't always gotten along with her parents or her siblings. However, with the family unraveling, she has decidedly played Switzerland to keep the peace. However, some people don't think she is truly neutral. Now she seems giddy about the attention she is getting while Kody Brown is feuding with her siblings. Mykelti Brown struggled with her siblings. Undoubtedly, growing up, Mykelti Brown Padron didn't think she fit in with her family. When Robyn Brown entered the picture, she felt like Robyn truly saw her. Even though Christine Brown Woolley and Kody Brown admittedly had a difficult time with Mykelti, Robyn was able to help her. In an earlier episode of Sister Wives season 19, Kody Brown admits that Mykelti and Robyn had a really special experience together. Furthermore, Kody said that the bond improved the relationship that he and Christine had with Mykelti. In a confessional in season 19 episode 3, Mykelti tearfully expresses, when Robyn first joined the family, I was trying to figure out who I was and she made me feel special. And she made me feel seen. Robyn was there for me when I needed somebody. But as the season continues, viewers are starting to see Mykelti enjoying her siblings feuding with her dad. Mykelti Brown is flattered by Kody and Robyn Brown's attention. When Robyn and Kody Brown come to meet the twins, fans notice that Mykelti Brown Padron almost revels in the fact her siblings and Kody are feuding. Kody offers to buy and build a house for Mykelti and Tony Padron in Flagstaff, AZ so they can move in and help with the babies. Furthermore, he says there is something very special in her. Likewise, Robyn says that Mykelti sees more of the truth about both sides of the family. Admittedly, Mykelti says she is very proud to introduce her dad to the twins. Kody says, "While Christine and I have been breaking up, Mykelti and I have been healing." Seemingly, since Kody is fighting with many of the Brown kids, Mykelti comes out looking golden now. Mykelti Brown is giddy about her siblings feuding with Kody. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans point out that Mykelti seems to be happy that her dad isn't getting along with Maddie Brown Brush, Gabriel Brown, and several other estranged siblings. At first, one user says, "Mykelti is so." Then they elaborate, "Am I the only one who thinks she was being very odd in this latest episode? It was like she was almost happy that she's one of the only OG kids to be in good favor with Kody. I just can't wrap my head around someone wanting him their life when he's treated people she claims she loves so terribly. Her and Tony irk me." Other fans weigh in after the initial poster brings up Mykelti Brown lavishly soaking in the compliments from Kody and Robyn Brown. She just gets excited that she's getting the attention she never got as a child. She reverts back to a child excited that daddy will spend time with her. It was so gross when Kody said she is special, which in context was basically just saying she's the only kid who is staying loyal to him. It was awkwardly apparent he still barely likes her but is happy to parade her out as the loyal kid. "See, this is what you get if you stay loyal. I'll offer to let you move into a house next to Robyn and our kids." A direct slap in the face to his other kids. She is sorting through her relationship with her dad. Another Sister Wives fan thinks that Kody Brown makes Mykelti Brown uncomfortable. "I didn't see it that way. She looks very uncomfortable around Kody. When he talked about having a big house for them to come to, she said never or hell no. He made a comment about being so happy about another baby, and she was snarky and was like, after 18 kids. Just the way she looks at him seemed weird. They seem way more comfortable with Robyn. If she wanted his attention so badly, she would have forced her daughter to hug him. She just looked at her and was happy with her. Told her to give him pounds instead. Her relationship is with Robyn, not Kody. Kody Brown wishes Robyn would just move on." Sister Wives star Kody Brown wishes his fourth wife Robyn would just move on from the polygamous dream they built. When the pair married, they envisioned being part of a long-lasting polygamous family. No one believed the family would fracture and crumble. The other three wives moved on with their lives, but Robyn finds herself clinging to the past. Will she ever be able to move forward with Kody Brown as a monogamous couple? Kody Brown wants Robyn to put the past behind her. Although it took time for Kody Brown to accept his 3 divorces, he eventually came to terms that he was down to one wife. However, Robyn seems intent on pulling the family back together. "This isn't what I envisioned my life to be," Robyn admitted during last night's episode. "I always wanted to live a plural marriage. I'm in this place where everything that's going on is it's taking away all those choices for me. I'm struggling with my identity and what does it mean, and I don't see my future anymore, and the hopes and dreams that I had were just disappearing before my eyes," she continued. However, Kody admits he's aggravated with Robyn because she can't let go of polygamy. Mary, Janelle, and Christine have all moved on with their lives. He wants to move forward with her too. "I've always said, this woman has a spine of concrete and steel, and she's been holding on to the dream that I sold her on with my family for a lot longer," Kody said in his own confessional. "But I keep trying to go, let's move on. Let's let this go. Let's just tell ourselves and believe it, because I believe it now. It was never meant to be. It was never meant to work." Gabe Brown wants his father and Robyn to be held accountable. During Sunday night's episode, fans cheered for Gabe Brown when he said he wanted Kody and Robyn to take accountability for their actions. Gabriel admitted Kody did reach out, but he seemed to be fishing for an apology from the son. The 23-year-old wasn't giving in. "I told Dad that if he doesn't change and he can't take accountability, then I just won't ever see him again, and I'm perfectly okay with that," Gabe shared in the episode, adding that he doesn't have much respect for Robyn. That other members of the Brown family can clearly see that polygamy didn't work for them. But will Robyn ever reach the same conclusions? Can Kody and Robyn live a monogamous lifestyle? What did you think about Sunday night's new episode? Add your own thoughts and ideas to the conversation below. Keep following our YouTube channel to keep up with the latest Sister Wives news. Catch the next episode. Kody would call her every Mykelti includes Robyn. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.